Hi students, today we shall discuss about the social causes led to the first war of independence 1857. Okay, are you ready? Yes. See, what are the social causes? Number 1, interference with the social customs. Number 2, apprehensions about modern innovations. Number 3, policy of racial discrimination. Number 4, corruption in administration and the oppression of the poor. We shall discuss one by one. Interference with the social customs. British government interfered in the social customs and practices of India. What did they do? They introduced some social reforms in India. But actually these reforms were beneficial to the Indians. But during that time it was unacceptable to the Indians due to their orthodox beliefs. So what were the reforms introduced by the British in India? Number 1, abolition of the practice of sati. Children, you know what was sati, which had been practicing in India, the custom of sati. It was abolished by Lord William Bentinck. He was the Governor General at that time, and in the year 1829, sati was abolished. We know that. It was a very good thing, but Indians could not accept it. They thought that the government was unnecessarily interfering in their social customs. Another reform was passing of Widow Remarriage Act 1856 by Lord Canning. Earlier, widows were not allowed to remarry. In 1856, a legislation was brought, Widow Remarriage Act, and widows were allowed to remarry. That was also a very good thing. Not over, British government introduced Western education to the female children, girls. In olden days, the female children were denied education. British government introduced English education to the girls. So these reforms were introduced in India by the British for the benefit of the Indians. And these reforms were introduced as a result of the initiative of the socio-religious reformers of our country. To the next social cause, that was the apprehensions about modern innovations. What was it? Why did Indians apprehend? British government introduced the modern innovations such as railway and telegraph in India in the year 1853. Railway was introduced for easy travel. The first railway ran Mumbai to Thane, and telegraph was introduced for sending the messages very fast. Both reforms were very good. Introduction of railway and telegraph, very good acts of the British, but Indians could not accept these modern innovations. They were apprehended about this. Why? Because they thought that the telegraphic poles were erected to hang those Indians who were against the British. Due to the ignorance, Indians believed so. Then in the railway compartments, both high class and low class people were made to sit together to destroy the caste structure in India. This was what the Indians believed. So they were not ready to accept railway and telegraph. They thought that introduction of railway and telegraph were the deliberate attempt of the British to defy our caste and customs. So this was also not acceptable to the Indians, created great resentment among the Indians. Then the next one, that was the policy of racial discrimination. The British people had the feeling of racial superiority. They believed that they were culturally superior, highly civilized, while the Indians were inferior. And this feeling they always showed towards the Indians. They were very rude, British officials were very rude, arrogant to the Indians. Always they were insulted and humiliated. Thus, Indians turned against the British. Then lastly, corruption in administration and the oppression of the poor. The last cause, that was corruption in administration and the oppression of the poor. The British police and the petty officials were very corrupt. Under their corrupt administration, rich people enjoyed a lot while the poor suffered. And the poor people were always oppressed by the rich people. If they failed to pay the tax in time, they were tortured, humiliated, badly treated. So the condition of the poor people was very, very miserable due to the corrupt administration and also the complex judicial system. Judicial discrimination was followed by the British in India. So the rich people enjoyed everything while poor people didn't get anything. If poor people committed any crime, they were treated or punished very harshly, while the rich were not given punishment. Thus, the common people's life was very miserable under the British rule. Thus, they turned against the British when the revolution started in the year 1857. Thank you, children.